All right, so today is what, day 27 of me filming. I didn't film yesterday since yesterday was my brother's birthday, and we went to go have dinner. And I did get home pretty early, but I was essentially so stuffed, and I have what we call in Mexico el mal del puerco. So I was exhausted after I got home. So I basically just slept as soon as I got here, as soon as I got home. And I just came back from refing a high school soccer game for my team. It was a scrimmage, friendly scrimmage. It was fun. I mean, we were losing, but then we came back against our JV. But that was fun. Here's the district champions shirt for my soccer team. I'm gonna miss this team. I definitely will be coming back next year just to watch. If they do make it to states, I'll definitely go to one of their games, like one of their playoff games, or maybe the rival game against Smithson Valley. But I definitely will be coming back to one of those games. And today, I would say it was pretty productive today. I got decent work done. I finally came up with a new offer that it took me a while of brainstorming for me to finally come up with something. And essentially, what my offer is, it's um quotes. So it's like a paper show model that a lot of agents, well, not a lot, but some agencies are doing, like with chiropractors. Like, you don't pay till somebody shows up, but essentially, have an upfront cost of 750. I don't have a paper show model, but I have a money back guarantee, and it's yeah. Let me read it to y'all. It's a pretty simple offer. So it's $750 for the first five quotes, and then it's 125 for each quote after that. So essentially, the first five quotes are 150, and then after those first five quotes, it's 125 for each quote. And essentially, if I don't get you those first five quotes in a month, then you get your money back. And how I'm gonna be doing that is I'm gonna be having an opt-in form. I'm gonna be running ads, but it's gonna have an opt-in form, and it's essentially gonna be offering a $500 off your next roofing job. And it's gonna like you're gonna be able to fill out the form, and if you fill out the form, you get $500 off the roofing job. And essentially, it's gonna have your name, your phone number, and your email, and it's gonna have a funneling sequence. Which once they fill that form out, I'm gonna have them as I guess, as a prospect or a lead in Go High Level, and then I'm gonna call them up and I'm gonna qualify them to see if they're qualified. They're a qualified lead if it's like a high quality lead, and essentially, if they are a high quality lead, I'll send them to the roofing business that I'm working with, and they'll give the quote. And like one, I guess essentially how I'm gonna be like how I'm gonna have it angled for it to count as a quote is if the prospect or the lead is qualified, and if I send it over to the business, because I guess I'm gonna white label myself as a part of their business. So I'm gonna qualify them. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one giving the quote. No, actually, I can't give the quote because I'm not qualified. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be my brain's not working right now. I'm gonna be qualifying the lead, and I'm gonna send them over to the my brain's not working. The contractor, and the contractor's gonna give the quote, and that's essentially how it's gonna work. Like they're gonna pay me off that. And I also have this. It's like the a little how the bridge is gonna work. So the ad is gonna be the opt-in form, and it's gonna funnel into Go High Level, and in Go High Level, I'm gonna nurture them into the quote, and it's gonna be a $500 off roofing job, and I'm also gonna be having a downsell, which it's essentially just gonna be Go High Level as a CRM or as a organizing software for roofing companies, because a weakness that most roofing companies have is they usually aren't too tech savvy, and they don't adopt technology very well as they should, which essentially stumps their growth as a business and just makes it overall harder for them. So I'm gonna be the one that like I'm gonna be selling soft Go High Level like as a SaaS. I'm gonna be charging 250 per month for it, and it's gonna come with a bunch of features like basically everything that Go High Level comes with. But I'm gonna um tailor it to fit the construction companies, the roofing companies' needs and necessities. So that's that for the offer. Um, have an offer. I finished my website, tailored it to be like what my offer needs. So now I guess I just need to do outreach, outbound, which was the part that I hate the most about having an agency. Maybe once I have more money, I definitely will be having appointment setters to do the outreach for me. I might just get a VA. If I do start riffing again, that's gonna give me some more money, which can essentially help me pay the VAs and the appointment setters, just some extra cash, to invest in my business. And I guess that's almost basically it. Oh yeah, I didn't finish watching it, but I was watching a podcast with Paul Daly, CEO of Educate. Also he works with Iman. Somebody yelled downstairs. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? But anyways, um, the podcast, and he was talking about how the best business to start as a beginner is an agency or something service based, because essentially the entry to level, like I've said, is very low, and the profit margins are quite high. Not as high as info product businesses, or I guess because there's non-code SaaS, but it's a dirty business. Like it's not recommended, I guess I could say. But I do definitely think that agency is the best business model to start. Like I agree with Paul. I'm sorry, my brain's just not working right now. I can't spit out my thoughts. But what else was I gonna say? Scaling an agency, because I don't know. And also self improvement. I was gonna touch on self improvement. There's people that just watch self improvement videos and just take in information, like watch YouTube. I used to do this a lot as well. I kind of am still guilty of it. Is I watch self improvement videos, and like, no, well, actually not anymore, since I put up like a little thing that makes me, like, blocks my YouTube, or like I have to look for the videos. Like Joshua Lester is really the only YouTuber that I'm watching right now. Sometimes Iman, but I feel like Iman's more of like TikTok, like, I guess content, just it's content that doesn't really help me. Joshua, I like Joshua's because it's just raw footage of him filming. It's like what I'm doing, but he's better at spitting out his words. So he's basically the only YouTuber that I watch right now, and I do retain information. Like I do, yeah, I feel like his videos have a lot of value, especially the one he made today about hiring. I definitely will be using that whenever I start hiring, especially appointment setters, which is gonna be the first like hire I get, like the first thing I'm gonna focus on whenever I start hiring. Um, and I keep thinking about who yelled downstairs. That completely threw me off. And also, I was thinking about getting a book. I'm getting completely sidetracked. I was talking about self improvement. Um, so people watch those videos, and they're so, I guess, like, they're retaining so much information, and they don't end up doing anything with it. Like, they don't act on the information that they retain. And that's, I mean, like, I guess there's 2 points in life: the point where you're learning and the point where you're acting. It's good to have, I guess, a time of where you're just learning, where you're just retaining information, but then you also have to have a time whenever you're using that information and acting upon it, and actually building something with it. because if you just have it, it's like having a bunch of tools, and you never use those tools to build anything. It's like you have an entire garage filled with car parts and um, car tools, and you have an instruction manual on how to build a car, but you never build the car. It's like that's the way that I see it. It's like, what's the point of knowing so much if you're never gonna act on anything? Of course, I see it as like it's a must at every point in life. Even Paul Daly himself, like even Iman, like even these big names in the industry, they don't like they still have something to learn. The only, I guess, entrepreneurs that I feel like I can put on a pedestal are Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and probably Mark Zuckerberg. I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. He's weird, but in terms of entrepreneurship, those 4 or 5 guys are just they are the ones that have killed it. Like there's really good ones like Iman, Alex Ramosi, like other billionaires that are essentially great at the art of entrepreneurship. But the ones that I can say like that I can confidently say that I've killed it are those people, those 5 guys, because they have essentially revolutionized the world of entrepreneurship, and I guess they're like the biggest names. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Is that thunder? Man, it's gonna rain. Jeez. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I don't really have much information to give out today. My mind's kind of all over the place, kind of janky. I feel like I look weird right now. I didn't go to the gym since I was refing, so my schedule is all over the place. Right now I just finished the website. I was going over my offer, and now I guess what's next is probably the outreach part of things. I think I'm gonna be doing cold calls. I am gonna be looking. Actually, no. What's next is I have to find who's. I have to see if I'm the one that's gonna do the ads, because if I'm the one that's gonna do the ads, I have to really get a hold of them and really rewatch the service service part of Agency Navigator again, and really go in depth and really understand Facebook ads, or if I should get a contractor to do the ads for me, because I'm a little bit like indecisive on what I should do, because I do people like Daniel Kim recommended me to get a contractor, and I personally do want to get a contractor, but I feel like if I learn ads, it's gonna be a skill that I'm gonna have, and it's I guess I don't really have to rely on anybody, and I'm gonna be essentially profiting all of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to decide that. So tomorrow I'll probably just think about that, if I'm the one that should do the ads or if I should get a contractor. And if I am gonna get a contractor, I'm gonna be I already have some like some that I've been not talking to, but I already have some like in mind. And I'm probably gonna be asking the community as well and educate to see if anybody has a good contractor that I can use. And at the same time, I already have a prospect list, but I feel like it's not. I feel like those aren't the best prospects, because it's essentially a mix of real estate agents, dog sitters, and construction companies. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing, get like 10,000 prospects, or maybe 5,000, probably 10,000. And just construction companies here in Texas, mainly roofing. I guess construction companies are roofing, but I don't know. I'll have to look for that. I guess it's gonna be something that I touch on tomorrow. Like right now, I'm probably just gonna use the restroom and wash my face and go to sleep, because it's not late, but I feel tired. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be making a video tomorrow, because I have a team dinner for playoffs. So I might make a video. I definitely am gonna be rewatching this just to, I guess, retain the information and just decide if I'm gonna be the one that's running ads or if I should get a contractor. Um, Today was a pretty shitty video. I'm sorry, but it's just one of those days. All right, well, thanks for watching.